Hey, it's Casino Mike. When working remotely, you have to have the right environment. What does that mean? That means if you're out somewhere on vacation or visiting, something where you're away from home, you need to be somewhere where you have Wi Fi. A hotel room with Wi Fi is going to be a lot easier for you to use your phone and not run out of energy or it's just best. That way you have something that where you can do your shooting just a little longer. Very important to have. The next important thing is have a computer or your smartphone. Why is that? Because you can do work on both of them as far as entering anything, as far as any documentation, as far as any research, but you can also use that for shooting. And those are going to be a lot better. Let me tell you why. Because if you decide you're going to do a presentation or you're going to have an online meeting, the last thing you want to do is bring in a lot of production like equipment, big camera, uh, some type of projection screen. If it gets to a point you have all kinds of extravagant lighting, the hotel is going to turn around and say, "What are you doing? We didn't want you to do this. You have to pay a production fee." Wait a minute. You don't want to go through paying even more at your hotel. So you want to look like you are a tourist. You are just there with your smartphone and your laptop. You do it on there. Make it simple. Make it work for you. That's the first rule, is to have the Wi-Fi, and the second is to have a computer or a phone. The third, this is important, no distractions. You do not want something there, like say you order food into the room at the time you're going to do your work. That's not a good idea. Focus on what you're doing. Same thing with talking to somebody on the phone. It's going to take up time. You're going to do a visit on the phone or have somebody come over and visit. You're going to take away from the time you need to work on that. Schedule it. Make sure that you have your time to work so that you can finish it and then go into more recreation. When it comes to your quiet room, like I was talking about before, make sure you're in a place situated where you do not have people making noises or you're facing traffic. You're facing a highway or something like that, or a train track, which you know, I was in a room that faced a train track. You don't want that. You want to be able to have the type of quiet that is possible, and that's possible with the right type of room. You got to pay for it. Doesn't have to be expensive, but it has to be something that is not too affordable to where you have the people that make the noise or the situation that makes the noise. Here's another one that's a big rule right here. No family or guests. What I'm saying is, if you think it's bad at home with kids and a wife or what have you, even in-laws or relatives coming over, here's what's important. You have no place to hide at a hotel. You're in a room. You will have people coming over. At least at your house, you have a place designated where you can hide. You have a home office. You don't have that at a hotel. This specifically for someone, if you go somewhere on your own to have some time, not with family, not with friends. You want to spend that time enjoying some stuff on your own, but also working on your business. So when you have family and friends and you get the kids there, you have to tend to them. There's no escape. This is what I mean. When work is scheduled, there is no place. So that's what you have to have, is a place where you, even if you're on a vacation, find a place you can send the wife and the kids. Find a place you can send any other friends and family out to where they can do something while you're working on something. You can even go out to where you're out with them at some place and then sneak back. It's a lot better that way. I've been through these kind of things where you have a cheaper hotel and you end up paying for it with all kinds of activity around the hotel, including outside. When you are not, when you don't have the Wi-Fi there, then you again cut corners there where you really need that so that you continue your work and not constantly have to charge your equipment like your phone or your laptop. And always bring those along just in case. The most important thing to realize is this: all of those 5 rules I just went over: hotel room with Wi-Fi, a computer or phone, no distractions, a quiet room, no family or guests. That removes any type of intrusion into what you're trying to get done. So if you want to work remotely and make money away from work, away from a job, or making that your career, you're going to have to schedule that time in those places that are exotic or in those places that are just a getaway. Make sure that it's scheduled to where you can finish all the work that you wanted to get done without all of those problems. Make it happen. When you work remote, that means you're remote. You're away from everything, not just your job or your employers or what have you. You're away from family, away from friends. Even if they're there, they're away for that moment that you're working on your work. Hope this helps you. If you want to look at the benefits of what you can do in remote work, what kind of work you can find, check out the link below. This is Casino Mike. Take care.